Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy paid tribute to fighter pilot believed to have protected Kiev in the early days of Russian occupation, before he in an airborne accident during a combat mission. Zelenskyy said in a Telegram post, Andriy Pilshchikov, using Juice call sign, was very helpful to Ukraine, and that collision claimed lives of other two pilots, Major Vyacheslav Minka and Sergei Prokazhin, was a disaster. Ukraine will never forget anyone who defended Ukraine's free sky, said Zelenskyy. Let them always be remembered. A member of 40th Tactical Aviation Division, Pilshchikov served in units tasked with countering Russia's attacks on country's capital during Kiev offensive for first 2 months of what Moscow calls a special military operation. INAT said that Pilshchikov has given dozens of interviews to the Western media because he knows English well and most importantly understands the topic of conversation. What can and should be spoken for Ukraine. News of Pilshchikov's death came less than a week after Danish and Dutch lawmakers both announced they would supply F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. Washington gave the green light for the transfer of powerful American Marder warplanes in August. Denmark promised 19 jets, while the Netherlands promised 42 jets last Sunday. Warplanes are undoubtedly an upgrade for a country that uses obsolete Soviet-era warplanes and is forced into waves of defenseless ground attacks. Air Force spokesman INAT said F-16 would completely change course of combat actions. But analysts warned that jets may not have a significant impact on battlefield due to uncertain deployment timeline and lack of air.an obstacle to operate advanced jets. Technicians, engineers and pilots need to be trained for several months, meaning that it may be as early as next summer before the squadrons are combat ready. Moscow has repeatedly denounced that promise of the F-16 is an escalation of conflict. President Joe Biden's decision authorized allies begin training Ukrainian pilots how operate fighter jets came in May, before they are then allowed be used combat. Pilshchikov and 40th Tactical Aviation Division primarily deployed the Russian Marder MiG-29, a twin-engine fighter aircraft designed by Soviet Union and first put into use in 1983.